Today we're running the 354 round trip. The 354 is described as Orange Glen High School via Mission, Lincoln, and Citrus. This is a pretty straightforward route with a couple of turns that you will want to be aware of. So let's get started. We begin the route in the Escondido Transit Center, in stall number 9. As we begin the run, let's keep in mind the 329-1 rule, which states that for every 300 risky behaviors, 29 will result in near misses and 1 catastrophic event. So, 2 hands on the wheel, 2 eyes on the road. Let's stay alert today. We will be making a left turn on Quince. Come to a complete stop at the limit line. As we wait for the traffic to clear, make sure your wheels are pointing straight ahead. Look left, right, left again before proceeding. Always rock and roll in your seat and check your blind spots. Off-tracking and tail swing should be constantly monitored with mirrors. Make the left turn. Let's jump on ahead 1 block to Washington and make a right turn. We will be making a left turn on Escondido Boulevard. Escondido Boulevard is the second stoplight after turning on Washington. The first light is Center City Parkway. Continue straight. Merge into the left turn lane. Make your left turn onto Escondido Boulevard. If a customer attempts to board without the proper fare or with an invalid pass, the operator can request the appropriate fare once, but only once, and then allow the customer to board. Operators will not engage in fare disputes. The operator will not attempt to confront, deny service to, or eject any passenger from a coach due to a fare dispute. If a customer makes a habit of providing insufficient or no fare, the operator should contact the dispatcher, push the event button, and continue in service unless otherwise instructed. Now proceed 1 block to Mission and make a right turn. Operators are to make a reasonable attempt to collect the proper fares and valid transfers. A polite request or reminder should always be the approach. If the customer has no fare, politely tell them they may ride this time, but please have the appropriate fare the next time. Always give your customers the benefit of the doubt. Our next turn will be a left turn on Ash Street. Ash will be 3 stoplights ahead. To be a defensive driver, you need to observe these 4 behaviors. Look ahead, look around, leave room, communicate, and be courteous. As we approach Fig Street, the right lane becomes a turn-only lane. Merge left. Then continue across the intersection. Our Mission Avenue Fig Street time stop is far side this intersection. Pull over, check your time. If you are ahead of schedule, please wait until it is time to move on. Never leave a time stop early. Many passengers arrive at the stop at the last minute. When ready, continue straight. Ash Street will be coming up next. Tips for making left turns. Drivers should signal early, at least 150 feet before the intersection. Walk your bus at 5 miles per hour around the turn. Make sure crosswalks are clear before crossing. Make a left turn onto Ash, which is the 78 freeway. And look left, right, and left again before proceeding. Off-tracking and tail swing should be constantly monitored with mirrors. Always rock and roll in your seat and check your blind spots. Proceed 1 block to Lincoln and veer right. Always give pedestrians the right of way. Slow down, share the road with bicyclists. When passing a bicyclist, proceed in the same direction slowly and have 3 feet between the bus and the bike. When turning left and a bicyclist is approaching in the opposite direction, wait for the rider to pass. If you're turning right and a bicyclist is approaching from behind on the right, let the rider go through the intersection first, and always use your turn signals. Watch for bikes coming from driveways and or from behind parked cars. Children especially have a tendency to do this. Be extra vigilant in school zones and residential neighborhoods. Check side mirrors before opening doors. Crossing Rose Street here. Our next turn will be a right onto Midway. This is Midway coming up. Make a right turn. Tips for making right turns. Come to a complete stop behind the limit line. Always rock and roll in your seat and check your blind spots. Look left, right, left again before making your turn. Walk your bus at 5 miles per hour around the turn. Look out for distracted pedestrians and expect the unexpected. We will go through 2 stoplights, Mission and Washington, before we reach Valley Parkway. This is Mission. And this is Washington. We are now approaching Valley Parkway. Make a left. The next turn will be a right onto Citrus. This happens to be one of the most difficult turns in the system. The trick is to just take it slow. The slower you make a turn, the more room you will have. The challenge on this turn is that cars coming north will be in the left turn lane, and there's a large pole on the right on the sidewalk, so you need to cut the corner just right. Give yourself as much room on the right as safely possible. Pull into the intersection parallel to the crosswalk. As your shoulder passes the right corner, begin to square the bus through the corner at 5 miles per hour. Be sure to monitor your right rear tire in your mirrors. It's actually not that hard as long as you follow the guidelines. Continue down Citrus. Next light is Bear Valley. This portion of Citrus is pretty straightforward, so we will jump ahead to our next turn, which is Glen Ridge Road. Glen Ridge is a 4-way stop, so you won't miss it. Turn right here. And now you will see the Orange Glen High School on your right. Pull up to the Orange Glen High School time stop to service the school. When ready, continue straight to Bear Valley and turn right. We will now cross 3 stoplights, Midway, Oak Hill, and Glen, to get back to Citrus to make a left turn. The first light is Midway. Here is Oak Hill. And the third light is Grand. We are approaching Citrus now. The best landmark is the white fence on your right. Make a left on Citrus to get back to Valley Parkway. This is Valley Parkway, make a left. Go 1 block back to Midway and make a right. You will meet customers with differing needs daily. For example, it may be a parent with an infant, a person who cannot read or speak English, or a visually impaired person who needs your help boarding safely. In your capacity as a professional bus operator, you will be judged not only by customers with the various needs themselves, but also by their fellow customers, who will be watching closely as you interact with them. You, therefore, have many opportunities to project a caring, concerned, and professional manner, even if you get busy. The first light is Washington, and the Midway-Washington time stop is on the right. After checking your time, continue straight across Mission to Lincoln. Treat customers with respect. Although customers differ in their needs, they all want to be treated in the same courteous, professional manner. Be patient. Do not become frustrated or impatient when having difficulties communicating. A customer using the lift for the first time may be confused. A person with a disability may need more time to be seated. Give clear instructions. Help customers develop good riding habits by giving clear, consistent instructions. Make a left on Lincoln. Sometimes, in spite of our best efforts, disruptive behaviors can occur. Avoid confrontations with customers, no matter what the cause. Many disruptive episodes can be avoided or turned around if we are able to anticipate potential problems. The more we get to know our customers, the easier this will be. It is most important to remember not to take a person's behavior personally. Some people have mental disabilities or mental illness and are acting out of anxiety, not because of you. So knowing this, if you respond in an aggressive, defensive manner, the situation will probably escalate. But if you respond in a calm, courteous manner, the situation will likely diffuse. Our goal is to provide everyone with a safe, enjoyable experience, and to get them to their destination in a timely manner. Remember, don't take it personally. Now we are coming up on Ash Street. Remember, when heading eastbound, we came through on Ash, but heading westbound, we'll pass Ash and return to Mission via Fig. This is a variant that you'll want to be aware of. Fig is coming up now. Now we are coming up on Fig Street. As you approach the intersection, begin checking for pedestrians, bikes, fixed objects like telephone poles. Rock and roll to clear your blind spots. Proceed carefully at 3 to 5 miles per hour, and once your shoulder passes the corner, begin to turn the bus sharply, using the push-pull method. Proceed 1 block to Mission. As we approach Mission, take note of the 3 pedestrians on the right. They're wearing hoodies, so they've lost peripheral vision. They're obviously deep in conversation, and they just step right out into traffic without looking. You can see it's our job as professionals to keep them safe. It is important to make eye contact with pedestrians. Right around the corner is the Mission Avenue, Fig Street time point. Stop, check your time. And now we are basically heading back to the transit center. Our next turn will be a left onto Escondido Boulevard. Once you pass Broadway, there will be one more bus stop on the right. After servicing, merge back into the far left lane to position for the left turn onto Escondido Boulevard. "24% of all crashes occur in intersections. We need to be alert at every intersection, every time. When you enter the green zone, which is 30 seconds away from the intersection, eliminate distractions, get in the right lane, and scan for hazards. When you enter the yellow zone, which is 15 seconds away from the intersection, reduce your speed. Take the room that you need, look for pedestrians and bicycles, and when you enter the red zone, which is 5 seconds from the intersection, rock and roll looking for pedestrians and bicycles. Look left, right, left again through the intersection. Cover your brake. Safety at intersections requires you to be consistently safe every day, every shift, and every turn. Take Escondido Boulevard up to Valley Parkway to make a right turn. Use this bus-only lane. Veer right to re-enter the Escondido Transit Center. Return to stall number 9. Congratulations, you've just completed the 354 round trip. MV thanks you for your service.